So Yuri Prochazka versus Carlos Ulberg is this weekend, and I am worried for Yuri Prochazka. I'm not gonna lie to you, because I don't know. Am I the only one getting a feeling that he's gonna lose? Like, I keep seeing him doing interviews. He's having a child. He's doing streams with Aiden Ross. Like, is it not showing that he's gonna get KO'd? I don't know. I'm just worried some a bit because Ulberg is a very dangerous test, and he is a legit contender. I know a lot of people think, oh, he's overrated. He was having a close fight with Jan. Like, Jan is a crafty individual and a technical kickboxer. Like, this dude was giving Israel Adesanya in his prime struggle on the feet. I know that was a prime Jan, but even then, Alex Pereira, when he first came up, had to fight Jan, and he was out of his prime, and he still gave Alex a tough test on the feet and the ground. Like, I'm just saying, I know Jan is old and washed, but this washed Jan is still having competitive fights with high-level fighters. And Jan is smart enough not to just run in against Ulberg. He knows Ulberg is there for the check hook. He's know Ulberg is a good counter striker. And also, it's because he got chinned by Thiago Santos running in, so he's not really going to make that mistake anymore unless you have no pop. So, I'm just saying, Jan is a very crafty individual, and he's going to give a lot of people a hard test, especially if you're just going to have a technical kickboxing match with him. So, to me, I don't see that as a bad look. However, though, with Yuri, somebody that is known to only go forward and doesn't back down by anything, and also leaves his chin up in the air, especially when he's moving forward. He is there to be chinned. That is the worrisome. I watched his Reyes fight not too long ago, and he is there for the counters, especially the left hook. Yeah, I know you're going to say, but that's what Reyes does. He is known for having a left hook, and that's pretty much all he has in his game. But you know who also has a left hook and has more in his game? Ulberg! Ulberg has way more tools when it comes to the feet than freaking Reyes does. Like, other than a dude that only has a left hook and is just an athletic merchant, Ulberg is athletic and he's very skilled as a fighter. Like, he has a lot more tools in his game, especially with the low kicks. Like, Yuri is known for not checking low kicks to save his life. We saw the Rakic fight. Ulberg can sit out of range, land leg kicks, move out the way, land big shots, especially with the counters. That's the worrisome I have with Yuri. Like, I'm not 100% picking Ulberg, but I will explain who will win this fight. And I'll have my prediction at least by, I don't know, Tuesday, Wednesday-ish. I don't know. I'm not making a dead-on pick yet, but I have someone I favor a little bit. And you will be surprised. Like, generally, I do kind of believe you guys will be kind of surprised on the answer I have. But let's explain which fighter has the best outcome of victory. And I will explain both ways and how they could win. So, Carlos Ulberg, the way he should win is basically waiting for Yuri to come to him. And with Ulberg, that's the best case scenario because he's not really the greatest when it comes to going forward. He can somewhat, but when he goes first, he doesn't really like it that much. I could see it in his face, especially when I saw him against that Asian dude. Like, that Asian dude was kind of giving him a little bit of struggle on the feet, but that dude was a more technical kickboxer or more technical striker than Yuri Prochazka, but he did have a chin, and that is a bit worrisome. So, like, if Ulberg can't put you out, it is kind of worrisome when it gets to the later rounds because he was gassing against that Asian dude. However, though, that fight did happen a while ago, and Yuri Prochazka isn't really a technical striker as that Asian dude, I don't think. Then again, I haven't seen that Asian dude in forever, so I don't know. Maybe he's not, but that was like a younger Carlos Ulberg, so I can't use that example for the best example. However, though, in his later fights, he's looking pretty good. If you're not the best defensively sound and you just run forward, you will get chinned by Carlos Ulberg. And Ulberg is really good at setting that up, making you come to him. He did the best at that when he was doing it against Reyes. Reyes was having so much struggle trying to find the range against Ulberg. Like, they don't have that far apart reach. And Ulberg was still looking longer than Reyes. Reyes was having struggle trying to get in. And that's what caused him to make a mistake to try to go forward, and boom, he got KO'd. And I think he could do that with Yuri. Especially he starts adding low kicks against Yuri, because Yuri's going to get a little bit frustrated trying to come in, and boom, he gets hit with a big shot and that hurts him. I can see that happening. However, though, I don't know that's the shot's going to put him out. That's the thing. I'm so worried for that as well. Like, if Yuri could survive that, Ulberg's kind of cooked. I'm not gonna lie to you, he is cooked if that shot doesn't put him out, because Yuri will keep coming forward and he will not stop. So for Ulberg to win, he has to put out Yuri by at least round 3. If he doesn't, then he is cooked. I'm not gonna lie to you, because Yuri, you have to finish him or he'll finish you. That's pretty much Yuri's whole game. So yeah, that's what he has to do. He has to catch Yuri with the counter and put him out cold, and that could happen. I give that about 40-60% chance of that happening, and that's a very good percentage rate when it comes to something something happening. I think that's very good. I would take 40 to 60. So pretty good deal. So now moving on to Yuri. Yuri just has to be weird, I think. I think that's the best thing he could do, because I think that could throw off Ulberg a bit. Because with Izzy, this is the best example I could use. With Izzy against DDP, the way DDP just came in, it threw Izzy off so hard and made him so confused, because he's taught to not do anything what DDP does, because he's a very good striker and very technical, and he's doing everything you were taught not to do. And he is just weird, and he's landing shots on you, and you're just confused. Like, that's how I could see Yuri throwing off Ulberg a bit, because Ulberg's gonna be used to fighting these technical kickboxers, and then he gets freaking Yuri doing this weird head movement, and also like doing jumps for no reason at all to land shots, like coming with from weird angles. It does leave him open to get chin, but it also gives him other shots that he wouldn't land if he tried to fight technical. So I could see that giving bothersome to Ulberg, especially that freaking one thing that Yuri does. What does he does? He freaking goes for like an uppercut, and he goes for a teep. It's so weird. He'll feint an uppercut and hit you with a teep. Like, I would hate that to happen to me, because that's gonna throw you so off. Because imagine you think an uppercut is coming, and then boom, he hits you with a teep, and oh, I wasn't expecting that. I would hate that so much. I would be so thrown off by Yuri's style. I would hate to fight him, and that does throw a lot of people off. It was throwing Reyes off. It throws everybody off pretty much. There's not a single person that was like fighting Yuri. It's like, what the freak are you doing? But like, you're landing though. Like even Pereira was confused about that. Like, have you seen the Pereira fight, especially in the first one? Like, he was like, what the frick is this dude doing? Like, he was even pressuring Pereira. Like, that's even the craziest thing. Like, the first 2 rounds were kind of competitive until he got KO'd. So, I'll just say, like, he could give Ulberg struggle, and I don't think he's... Then again, I don't know. I don't think he's as good at countering as Alex Pereira, especially when his back is against the cage. So, it is a little bit tricky, son. This is a tricky matchup here. So, Yuri does have a really good shot at pointing him out cold, and I wouldn't mind it, because especially if Ulberg can knock him out at the first counter, he's kind of cooked. He is kind of big, because if he doesn't land that big shot, and if he lands it, he has to put him out cold, and if it doesn't, it's kind of a wrap. So I'm not gonna lie to you. If he doesn't put him out where, like, you saw that one, like, generic dude with the blue shorts, if he hits Yuri like that, and Yuri still doesn't go out cold, is a wraps. I'm not gonna lie to you, especially when we hit like round 3. It's gonna be a Yuri finish. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yuri is gonna finish Ulberg if he doesn't have anything else, because Ulberg can be backed up. That Asian dude was backing up Ulberg for a bit, and he was gassing a bit. Like, I don't know, Ulberg. I am 50-50 on the matchup still. I do kind of, I'm not gonna lie to you, I kind of favor Yuri a bit. Like, I was favoring Ulberg, like, before I made the video, but more I think about the fight, and after watching some tape, it's worrisome, and it's also not at the same time, because does he hit as hard as Alex Pereira? And that is the question you need to answer yourself. And is he as good as Pereira when it comes to countering? Well, maybe in certain moments, but like, I'm talking about like to put you out cold. I don't know if he is. Ulberg does have TKO power. I don't know if he has flatline power. Well, he does. I don't know what I'm talking about here, but you get what I'm trying to say. Like, is he going to put Yuri Prochazka out cold with that one shot like Pereira is? I'm not sure. Like, I could see him hurting Yuri and maybe even dropping Yuri, but I don't know if he ends up finishing him after that sequence. Like, if he doesn't, then it is kind of a wrap. So, I'm just saying, it's a 50-50 matchup. I am kind of, I don't know, bro. I switch every day. Every 3 days, I'm like, oh, I go with Yuri. I could go with Ulberg. I'm just going to look at the odds one day, and if, like, one of them was a big underdog, I'm just going to go with it. That's what I'm going to do. So, I'll have the prediction video by at least Wednesday, and then I'll tell you who I'm going to pick. That's when I'm going to do that, because it makes more sense with that. You know, like, you try to be a little crafty with some of the picks and get the best outcome for the most points. I don't bet, but I do have a verdict. If you guys want to follow that, it's right there. Nick 23. I do pretty well. I got a blue belt. So I'm just saying, man, if one of them is a big underdog and round 2 finish is there, I might pick who either is the bigger underdog. So I'm just saying. So for now, I do kind of lean Yuri. Like, picture this. Basically, they're feeling each other out in the first round. I can see that happening. Yuri lands a big shot. Ulberg's landing leg kicks, kind of hurting Yuri. Second round, boom, Yuri gets dropped hard and he's scrambling like it's no tomorrow, and Ulberg is trying to land big ground and pound, but he couldn't land anything. Well, he's landing shots, but Yuri is recovering, and then he wins round 2. Round 3 happens, Yuri's landing some shots, being weird, and then boom, Yuri's landing big shots against Ulberg, but Ulberg is also cracking Yuri, like it's going back and forth, and then round 4 happens, and then boom, I feel like Yuri, that's when the round's gonna happen. Ulberg is looking tired, he is not looking the same like he was earlier, he's gassing now, he's gasping for air, Yuri's being weird, landing big shots, and then boom, he KOs Ulberg. Like, that's probably the best outcome that's gonna happen. I kind of favor that more than Ulberg check hooking him and finishing him for now. So just saying, if I have to predict, it's probably gonna be Yuri, but like, I might go Ulberg. It's 50-50 to me for now, but if Yuri wins, I thought he would win. If Ulberg wins, yeah, he's gonna finish him early. That's how I think the fight's gonna go. That's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I wonder what you guys favor. I kind of favor Ulberg a bit, but then again, I favor Yuri. I don't know. I'm just gonna end up saying the same thing over and over again because it's 50-50 in my brain, bro. I hate how 50-50 the fight is, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed the video. God bless all of you, and talk to you next time. And also, if you could add a like here and there, that would be nice as well. Also a comment maybe. And that's pretty much it. And sub a little bit. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and talk to you guys later.